Chapter 27. Leckery. Since the incident, a week has passed.
Oh, I forgot it was your day off, baby.
Her skirt clings to her form like a second skin, accentuating every contour and making my pulse race. Her tight top leaves little to the imagination. What can I do when my libido is extremely high? I walked up behind her. Haruko. I'm so horny right now, I confessed, my warm breath against her neck. She turned towards me, a mischievous glint in her eyes as she seductively bit her lip. My fingers danced over her heated skin, memorizing every inch and driving me wild with desire.
Madara, your passion is driving me insane.
Hottie, the only thing left for you is to surrender to me.
Oh, you are insatiable. I can't seem to get enough of Madara. It feels like a hormonal rush every time we're together.
My hands already wandering up her waist and over her tits. She gasped as I drew her closer, my lips finding hers.
Any ideas, Madara?
Haruko, those 4 days without banging you felt like an eternity. I craved your touch, your warmth, your scent every second of every day. Yes, Haruko, we're going to fuck until the sun sets and rises again. I strip her of her clothes, tossing them carelessly to the ground as she runs her hands over my chiseled abs. But I can't wait any longer.
You're such a pervert, Madara.
Her moan escaped into my mouth, sending shivers down my spine. Her hands roamed over my body, urging me closer to her. I continued my journey downward, trailing kisses along her body until I reached her sacred spot. I love the way you taste. She closed her eyes and tilted her head back in ecstasy. Oh, how I loved bringing her pleasure and seeing her lose herself to it.
You are so talented with your tongue.
Haruko's fingers grip my hair tightly as she writhes and squirms beneath me. Feeling capable of bringing such intense pleasure to the person I love is the most wonderful sensation in the world. She threw one leg over my shoulder, urging me on even further. My hands roamed across the smooth expanse of her thighs, tracing the curves and contours with a feather-light touch. She lay beneath me, her expression tired but content. Her fingers traced down my chest, igniting trails of heat with each touch.
You make me feel so wonderful. I want to return the favor.
Her gaze drifted to the drawer beside the bed.
Do you mind if I tie your hands, bad boy?
Go ahead, dirty angel. She skillfully lifted my arms above my head and secured them to the headboard of the bed.
You're going to love it.
Her hands moved in various motions, each one sending waves of pleasure through my bones. My senses were overwhelmed as I closed my eyes and let out a primal moan. Haruko always surprised me with new tricks in the bedroom, and I loved every moment. Moans and sighs filled the air as I lost myself in the sensations she evoked. Her touch felt like fire on my skin, sending delightful tingles throughout my build, eliciting involuntary jerks from my bound hands above me. Ah, Haruko. Gasping for air, I gazed up at her with half-lidded eyes. Fuck. That was amazing, I said, before relaxing on the pillows. She leaned down to kiss my lips tenderly.
I love seeing you climax, Madara.
Haruko untied the ropes around my wrists and leaned over me.
Being with you makes me feel completely at ease.
My hands explored her body with an urgent hunger, tracing the curves of her backbone and down to the delicate arch of her spine. It is not just oral sex that partners need their mouths for. They also need them for oral communication. When achieved, this is the key to transcendent, mind-blowing sex that leaves both partners breathless and fulfilled. We were both still catching our breath from our previous activities. She squirmed beneath me, trying to escape my playful tortures. This was how I wanted to spend my day off, lost in the intoxicating ecstasy of fucking you senseless, babe. Our fingers intertwined as we lay in bed together.
You always seem to enjoy being on top of me.
I'm just happy to please you in any way, Haruko.
Your strength and vigor are intoxicating.
Savoring the feeling of my body filling hers, every inch of her skin was hot against mine. She gasped, lost in the intense pleasure of our lovemaking. A low groan escaped my lips as sweat dripped down my flushed face. Eagerly complying when I instructed her to get on her knees, Haruko pressed her full breasts against the cot, her shapely bottom sticking out invitingly. I couldn't resist smacking her round, firm butt. All we needed was to be consumed by our mutual desire and lose ourselves completely. Leaning over her, I traced my fingers along the curves of her lips and entered her mouth. My hand gently grasped her neck as we both closed our eyes and lost ourselves in the heat of the moment. A heavy sigh escaped our lips as exhaustion overtook us. Every muscle in our body ached for rest.
Oh, Madara, I'm so hungry.
Again?
Not in a sexual way. I mean, I'm actually starving this time, you pervert.
We both laughed at the misunderstanding, and I plopped down on the soft sheets of our bed, feeling their warmth surround me. Yeah, all that lovemaking has left us dehydrated. My gaze was immediately drawn to her reflection in the mirror. With a mischievous smile, Haruko responded,
Come on! We have a few hours before our reservation.
I complimented her. It suits you perfectly.
You're such a sweetheart, or else I'll ravish you so hard your brains will be scrambled.
The way she looked at me with those sparkling eyes and sly smile, I couldn't help but feel a surge of excitement. What did Haruko have planned for us today? Her spontaneity always kept me on my toes and made my way outside to my car, the engine purring softly in the background as she gracefully emerged from the house, extending a hand to help her inside. Please get in, babe, I said with a warm smile. Her perfume wafted into the air. The taste of her kiss was sweet and addictive.
Thank you, Madara. Let's make some unforgettable memories together.
I will cherish every moment with you, my goddess. I declared proudly, then grinned as I started the car and pulled out onto the highway.